we have our first bite.
Oh, got a bite, everyone.
Okay, we didn't know the tide come rushing down the river like that. Quite cool to see.
Well, not what we're after, but still another fish.
Cool, it's a long way down, and you can see the weed's still going through now. So that's the freshwater side of things. There's a little bridge in that you can walk down onto then there. And as you can see, the old water's flying through there. So as you can see, I've put the old tip light on and we're having a little go into dusk. How's it going, everybody? Welcome in, I'm Carl. So I'm currently coming up to Kings Lynn. We're going to have a wander along the Great Ouse. We're going to find ourselves a new spot we haven't fished. Shouldn't be too hard because I've only ever fished it once. Last time we fished it we had eels and bass. So we caught a few fish, pretty cool. This time we're going to do it totally different. We're going to... I fished sort of 3 hours up last time. Now this time I'm going to go 3 hours down and see if I can hold in the flow better. Try a different spot further down the river, not so much up near the quay, and see if we can still find a few fish. So welcome in, let's go. They're going to go through Kings Lynn, out the other side, down along the river, find some spots and get the rods out. Let's go. Yeah! So as you can see, we've got an overcast day, but the sun does keep breaking out and it's pretty warm. Sam's got 24.5 degrees, not too bad. So it's quite a windy one today. Down on the beaches, that's where I was going to go actually, to be honest, but it's like 30-32 mile an hour winds and not really what I want to be sitting in. Hard to film in. Churning up the waves, pushing in all the weed. So thought I'd try the river. Didn't really get much of a choice. So we're on the main Kings Lynn roundabout now. So I'll spin you around and let's go through the retail bit and get along the river. So a lot of you should know this big main roundabout. I'll show you a few bits just so you know where we're going. And then if you want to go there yourself, you can go there yourself. Come up through here, up through the retail bit where the sort of Pizza Hut, Burger King, McDonald's, Halfords, all that sort of area is. Come right through all of this lot. So we're down the bottom end now, going past McDonald's on the left there, Tesco's, B&Q on the right. Keep going down here up over the bridge. Right there. There's not water under there, it's a train bridge. Follow it down to this roundabout. So we're down at the roundabout, you go right to go into town and stuff like that. On the left hand side here you got the Hungry Horse. We're going straight over. You just keep following this road down. this roundabout here. That's sort of a straight over, but that's a right, if that makes sense. Just follow it through. Keep following this road down over all the bumps, and then there's a flyover a bit further down here. That's the actual main river, but you don't want to park anywhere near there. So we're at the end of the road, just around this corner at the bottom here. You'll see the flyover for the river. Some people sort of do park around this area in this corner where that white car is and wander along the banks, but we won't do that. As you can see, there's the river. It's about halfway down. So all you do after that is just keep following this road down. Just keep going till you get to the next junction. You're going past all the industrial estate and stuff like that. Okay, so we're at the next junction. Take a left. Brings you up to the Brewers Fair, McDonald's, and the Shell petrol station. Now at the moment, the river's on our left-hand side. We want to be going along it, so we're going to go straight over the roundabout. Then when you come off this roundabout and get around this side here, looking for a turning on your left. It's just here. Very easy to go past, so take it easy. Oh, hang on. No, even though I've gone past, I've gone in the wrong one. Isn't the first turning, that's the second turning, so give me a sec, I'll spin round. So I'll spin round, we're back up at the gate. I actually thought that was the first one. I've only ever been down there once, so that's why I thought I'd show everyone else, in case you want to give it a go. I thought it was the first turning, but back on the main road then. Try again. You're basically looking for a left turn, and then if you follow that down, it brings you back to the river. I can see the river from my left. So let's try again. Let's turn left at this one. You're looking for it on the maps, you've got to pull over road on the left there. And you just follow it along this road, and that'll bring you back down to the river. And then obviously that's your choice to fish along the river wherever you want to fish. Lots of different spots. Some places you'll have to cut out a swim. Other places there'll be bits where people will sort of regularly fish and stuff like that. So you just sort of wander through these country lanes. further down now, we've gone through the lane, still on the same road. Just on this corner up here, you'll see a white gate. Now the public's allowed to go through that gate, and just over the hill in front of us is the river all the way along. Basically that gate there, you can just go through it, obviously shut it again behind you, and you can pick it somewhere along there to fish. But I don't like to go along that bit because it's quite overgrown and you have to sort of find a swim, but you can go all the way along the top here and basically all the way along the river. But that gets you to the river anyway, so you know how to get down here now. So the reason I've done it a bit different this time is because I had a couple of people reach out to me and ask me how to get to where I am now. So hopefully that's helped you out. I'm trying to remember their name. It was Tony. I think the other one was David. So there you go. Hopefully that's helped you out and you better get down the side here and have a go yourself. I've got the river all down the side of me now. You can see all the river. We've now just got to pick somewhere to have a fish and hopefully get a few bites. So I'll see you down the river in a minute. Okay, so I pulled over at a spot. The camper's parked there. It's just like a little pull off. You can pull into there and stop. I've seen this big old outlet for the water and I'm just sort of looking around and just seeing if that's a sort of spot I'd like to fish. Looks like the sort of place I would come to normally. Just got to work out sort of the rock situation and stuff like that. Looking here, sort of the grass is all flattened down. Looks like a spot that has probably been fished before. Looks nice down there. Some small rocks on the edge, but nothing to worry about. The water seems to be racing through, but nothing we can't deal with. Big old outlet there. It's pretty muddy, silty. That's normal. Well, for this river anyway. Got another outlet here. Look at that silt. Deep as anything. Looks good. It's racing through. I don't know it's going to be like holding bottom and stuff like that, but shouldn't be a problem. It just basically takes you down to the silty area there. It looks like you can fish over the other side there as well, so there's plenty of spots. You just got to pick where you want to go, really. There's a couple of areas over there past all this lot. I like the look at the top of here, to be honest. If you get anything decent, you can come to this edge. Be very careful of this edge because it looks like it's pretty slippery. You can come to this edge and you can slide the fish up the side of that. Nice. Right. So, next thing to do is get the gear out and go from there, really. Okay, everyone, so we're got the old rig made up. Give you a closer look at that after a couple of casts. We've got a load of fresh lug that I dug yesterday, so we're going to get them on. Get out there in the water, hopefully. Got small ones and massive ones. I'm going to go with a couple of small ones to start with. Nice and tough. Slide it onto the hook like so. Just a nice little small one. Pick up a flounder or something like that. And then the bottom hook. There we go. some little tiny hooks on at the moment. Do the same again with the bottom one. Nothing too massive to start with. And if we start getting a few bites, depending on what they are, we'll step up and put bigger worms on. Right, so let's get this one out of the water. Gonna have to go sort of midway to 3/4 way. Look like the flow is coming down this side. So I'm going to go further over that side where it's a bit slacker. Hopefully a bit deeper. We ain't going to do much with them but rod rest up, are we? Sort that all out in a minute. As you can see on the bank across, we've got a cat through as well. A little bit of line out there to settle. Got a hell of a flow here. See what we can do. We'll put a little clutch on in case the smoothie grabs it. So first cast is out. We're about 3/4 of the way across. We're holding bottom. 6 ounce. Now we just need to get some bites. Here's the old lug I was trying to show you earlier. Some of the ones are decent, some of them are not too big. That's exactly how I wanted them. I actually picked the smaller worms on purpose this time. Okay, so first cast, a load of weed go through my line, so I had to bring it in. But we put it back out in the same sort of area. We're holding bottom, but every now and again that's tripping and moving slightly. Just got to find some fish now. Well, no action yet. I know one thing, it's absolutely roasting and getting cooked here. Tempted to go back to the van and grab the umbrella and give myself a bit of shade, but there's a slight wind, so it's not too bad. Getting attacked by all the bugs there, a bit of a pain. So we're just waiting for that first bite at the moment. So I've had a couple of casts, 3/4 of the way across, and both times I've just had weed all up my line, all on my trace and stuff. Worm's still on there, bottom hook, half a worm still on, so I'll top that one up, but the top one's still got a whole worm. But this time I've literally chucked a couple of rod legs out in front of me. We're going to try closer in, see if we get swept across with the weed and stuff, but fingers crossed we'll start getting a few bites. So I'm now on my third cast basically.
So it's definitely hard work stopping the old weed going through the line, but keep casting every sort of 10 minutes or so. This cast I've gone a good 3/4 of the way across, so I'm right over the other side, and I'm quite well out of the flow, to be honest, and that's holding quite easily. So if we can get a few bites across there, that would be the place to fish. Otherwise you're casting up and ending up over there somewhere. But we're doing okay. We're working it out, we're holding the bottom. Got 2 nice juicy lugs sitting over there. Now we just got to try and get a bite, really. No one else has had anything either, everyone else is doing the same. Just pulling in the old weed at the moment. I think being over that side I'll be able to keep it in the water longer. As long as the bait stays on and don't get completely crabbed out. I'll let you know about that as we carry on through the session. Still looking quite nice down there, as you can see. The rod's sitting there nicely. I haven't really seen anything yet. It looks like a bite. So come on fishies, where are you? Not looking for like, 20, 30 fish or nothing like that, but a couple of nice fish would be nice. A nice flounder, decent bass, maybe a smoothie. We'll have to see. I really want crabs for the smoothies, but they will take the lug, especially on fresh ones like this. There's some black in there, got some yellowtail in there. I'm getting absolutely attacked by these bugs, which is quite annoying, but it's just because they're all smelly baits and stuff. But that's obviously a good thing. Just need some fish to find the baits now and get some hopefully. So casting over sort of 3/4 of the way is holding bottom, slightly moving down but not a lot, just casting up stream and just letting it come down in front of me. And bottom baits are getting a little bit chewed up but not completely removed, and top baits are staying there, so we're managing to hold bait in the water. It's just a case of getting some bites now. I thought I had a little tip tap on the last cast, but nothing seemed to have come of it. It could be a flounder or something, playing with the bait. You have to give them a bit of time. But it's definitely through the middle and through this edge. There's plenty of weed going through, and that's sort of on the line as you're reeling, going up on your reel and stuff, and a bit of a pain, but we're still plugging away, and obviously we've got plenty of time left yet. Tide is 10 to 6, low tide, and time is 4 o'clock now, so we're going to at least fish down to the bottom. Might even let it turn for a bit and let it come in a little bit as well. So we'll just see how we get on, really. It would be nice to start finding a few bites, but the weed's not helping. So today I'm fishing on the Gemini Sport. It's a 2000 Sport. It's got a bit of backbone in it. I've also got a fairly soft tip, so bites wise and stuff like that. I've got the Penn Surfmaster 3 reel, and then 60-pound braid straight through. I think there's a bit of weed coming down. It's not actually coming down the river, it's coming out of the gate there.
Number one.
So, still no fish. So what I've done is I've changed rigs. The first rig I was using, I had like 1 foot hook lengths on it. Now I've got probably 3 foot. I've got one right down near the weight, so it's pinned on the bottom. And I've got one further up the line. We'll see if that make a difference. I'm getting the odd little tap on the rod, but that could just be weed hitting the line, or could have the odd crab out there. You never know. Water seems like it's starting to slow down now. It's obviously getting a lot shallower, but there's still plenty of depth out there. Now we just got to find where the fish are. I'm trying right in the middle at the moment. Can't go close in, as I showed you earlier. It's just absolutely covered in weed. But I'll try down the middle and I'll try sort of 3/4 of the way across. And we'll go from there, really. Definitely not easy. Yeah, having to switch things up. Trying smaller baits, bigger baits. Tried lowering my rod, so I know the hooks are definitely on the bottom. And now we just got to keep putting the time in and see what we can do. But this should be sort of the best time now as it slows down. Bugs are still a pain. Yeah, I'm still sitting there staring at the old rod tip. Just waiting for it to go bang, 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 bang. Wow, still nothing happened. We've got about half an hour now before low tide. And the water's really slowed down now, so you can sort of cast anywhere you like. Well, I could anyway, even in the heavy flow, but if you want to use a light weight. But no bites yet. Kept the other side there had an eel. Little small bootlace. Otherwise, it's quite quiet. I might whack on the other side close in and see what that does in a minute, because the flow on that side is hardly moving. As you can see, right on the far bank, it's moving a lot slower than what it is down here close in. I might whack it over there in a minute and see if there's anything patrolling along there. We have our first bite. It's tapping quite well a minute ago. Come on. So, dead low tide, still no fish. Keep casting probably every 10 minutes or so. Did have that one bite, which definitely was a fish bite, looked like an eel. But nothing came of it, so now about to reel in another rebait. Hopefully as the tide turns, things might pick up. Well, still nothing happening. Had to go close in just now and got the bottom hook length bitten off by crabs, so I had to put a new hook length on and tie a new hook. This time I've walked at the end of the bit I showed you at the beginning of the video and I've whacked it down river a bit. So give that a go, try a different spot for a little while. Tide's going to turn sort of any minute now. Maybe that will bring in some fish, or not really sure. Slack water maybe. That's been very hard so far. It's a nice place to sit, don't get me wrong. I'll definitely come back, but I ain't done yet. I'll give it a bit of time, let the tide turn, let it start coming up. You never know, we might actually land a fish. I'm pretty sure I had a bite earlier on. I had a good old tap. Looked like an eel bite, to be fair. Nothing came of that. Did come in with a nice tangled up rig, so let's keep plodding along. Oh, got a bite, everyone. Well, pretty annoyed I missed that bite. That was a really good whacking round, but it's not there. Back out in the same spot. See if we can get another bite. It's starting to get dark, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know if I get better after dark on here, or we'll keep going while we've got worms and see how we do. Hopefully I'm going to get another bite. So I've got a bite again. Can we get it this time? Got another bite. There's definitely something there. Just got to hook up. Going over. Getting attacked with something. Ooh. So I've actually hooked one. That's what's been doing it. It's a clean fish. obviously covered in mud, but that's what's giving me the bites. Now we've actually got one. The bugs are driving me mad. Right, let's get it back. Whew, there, we got a fish, nice. I had 3 bites on a trot like that. I thought I'd just sit on my hands this time and let it go a few times. And we hooked up. So, lovely job. Right, let's get back out there and see what else we can get then. I think we've got a bite, everyone. There is people getting bass here. Yeah. You'd rather not have caught.
No.
Yeah, fish the high tide then. Fish is right the way down, does it?
I don't know, that's my first time here, so I don't know. But I'm guessing, from what I've heard of that, it's best to fish halfway down and down.
Years ago, I used to fish the Lane, and they said
You ever got there, yeah.
they only ever fished that at high tide.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's quite snaggy in there, so. Mr. Eel, everyone. Only a small one, but I don't like holding them. Wow, fish number 2. That's more like it. So I've been getting a few little bites. I thought were flounders, and then that one was an eel. We're back out there with fishing opposite the inlet, and sort of halfway to 3/4 of the way across. That's where the bites come from. Well, as you can probably hear, it started raining, so I had to run and get an umbrella, which I've got you all tucked underneath at the moment. I'll put some bottoms on, as you can see. And yeah, just put everything under the umbrella so I can carry on for a bit. Because obviously we'll start getting a few bites and a few fish. So I want to carry on, obviously. So hopefully we just put it back out again. Fingers crossed we can get a few more bites and hopefully land some more fish. Even another species would be even better. We've had eels, we've had flounders. Be nice to get a bass now. Or something different, never know. So let's stick at it and keep going. The chaps over the other side there. As soon as it started pouring with rain, they quickly ran to the van. I don't blame them if they ain't got an umbrella and stuff. But we're alright. Got the old headlamp out ready. We're going to fish in the dark baits. Hard to see from there on it, but we've probably got about 25 worms, something like that. So we've still got a fair few casts to go if we want to. So come on, let's get some more bites. So it's 8 o'clock, still raining. I don't know what's going on with the tide, but it's still going down. It's not what the tide table says, but it's still going out. So
Don't know what's happening there, but I must be near the bottom soon. There ain't gonna be much water left soon. We're still going. I'm tucked under the umbrella because it's raining. You can probably hear it on the camera. No more bites yet, but we've only had a couple of casts. And we're hoping that things will carry on picking up. So I don't mind sitting here really, you know, sitting back enjoying the view, enjoying the environment and stuff. But that's nice to get. Oh, we just had a tap. I think I say it's nice to get a few bites from a few fish. And it looks like we've got a little tap again. So anything exciting happen, I'll bring you in and show you. This is where them other chaps were sitting. That spot there. You can walk just around the end of the fence there. So I'm just wandering down the road a little bit. Sorry if it's windy, I had to take the mics off and put them on charge. There's a big old inlet and outlet here. So I just want to have a look and see what it is. Because I noticed when it opened earlier on, that was just draining loads and loads of weed through into the seaside up. So this is what it is. It's a long way down, and you can see the weed's still going through now. So that's the freshwater side of things. I wonder what's in there. But we're sea fishing today, so this is the outlet for the seaside. There's a little bridge in that you can walk down onto then there. And as you can see, the old water's flying through there. And you wouldn't think that would be a good fishing spot with fresh water going into there, would you? But we're catching a few fish, and I've seen other people catch fish here. Okay, we didn't know the tide come rushing down the river like that. Quite cool to see.
Is that normal? Does that do that every time, or just catching something that don't happen very often? Absolutely flying down the river. Certainly putting some water in. Wipe the rod out. Very interesting. Definitely never seen that before. Guessing the tide's turned. I just heard this roaring coming from down the river and I thought, what the hell is that? Really cool. Shame I ain't got the old mics on, but I'm sure you can hear everything. Right down there now. Right down where that big load of sand is exposed and all the birds are sitting on it. That's a lot of water just come flying in. It's just probably doubled the depth. Be interesting to see if a fish are coming with it. More fish, you know, we were getting a few bites anyway. Very strange. You can see by the far bank. Look how much depth we got all of a sudden. It's really cool and it's still roaring off over that way. I think we've got a bite. Don't know if we need to be casting the other way now. It's all new to me, these rivers. I'm not used to fishing these and being up this end. But definitely enjoying it. And good fun bringing all different content to the channel. What do you reckon? Crab? Very, very tiny flounder. It's tapping away, but very, very lightly. Probably time for a recast with all that gone flying through anyway. I think we might have actually dislodged bottom. That might be why I was doing that. Plus we've got weed on, so let's sort this out. Well, that was pretty exciting to see. And the thing is now, since I cast that noodle, it goes whoosh. Got a chance in hella holding out in the middle there. So I've dropped it literally down the edge and I'm just giving it a go. Thinking about the old boar that come flying down the river, I suppose the whole of the wash do that, doesn't it? Well, just thinking about it, all the beaches and that do it as well, don't they? I've just never seen it come down the river. So that was quite interesting to see. And how quick it literally turned around and filled straight back up. That was quite weird. But, oh, I've actually got a bite down in there, so let's see what happens here. Well, not what we're after, but still another fish. Mr. Eel. Let's get him off and get him back in before he completely destroys me rig. So as you can see, water's absolutely flying through. So what I'm doing, just down in front of these big old girder things down here, these pylons, there's a big slack. That's really close in, it's not even the rod length out. But I'm just tapping it down in there. There's like a little back eddy, it's just going around in circles really. So I just put that other one down there and had a fish within 5 minutes. So we'll have another go and see what else we can get. I wish I could hold on, I'm right out there, but as you can clearly see, it's pretty crazy out there. Watch the birds on the water where they land and how fast they go flying down the river. That's going at some serious speed. You watch the birds, look how fast they go past. Unbelievable. The flow is absolutely crazy. You wouldn't have a chance in hell holding up in that. Well, it's nearly dark now. And what I've done, I'll move around here, put the rod rest up in that. I'm fishing down there in the slack because out there it's just unbelievable. You just can't do nothing with it. But down here in the slack, you can actually hold. As you can see, the rod tip's holding quite nicely. It's not getting dragged down. It's actually holding quite well, so going to give that a go down in that slack for a little while. It's nearly dark, so it's got to be worth a little go before we pack up. And if I do start getting a few bites, then I'll carry on, and I'll even put the old tip lights on and fish after dark if that's worthwhile. Trouble is, I'm getting low on bait now. I've got a few scraggly sort of little bits left. No decent quality worms now, but if I put 2 or 3 on, that's better than no bait on. So that's what we'll do, and let's see if we can get a bite. So as you can see, I've put the old tip light on, and we're having a little go into dusk. Always looks a lot brighter on the camera than what it actually is. It's near enough pitch black. I can hardly see to put any worms on now. Obviously I've got the headlamp and stuff. We'll have a couple of casts into dusk, see if we can get a bite, and then we'll assess what we're going to do from there. There's still no chance of me holding out in the middle. I'm still coming in at 100 mile an hour. I'm going to guess that's not going to slow down until we get near the top of the tide, and then obviously get slack water before it turns again. Obviously that's a few hours away, and I ain't really got the bait to make it worthwhile for me to stay throughout the night. Oh, just a little tap pen. I don't know if you saw that. Was that a crab or was that a fish?
So, back in the van. Had a little go after dark, but nothing really come of it, and the flow was pretty crazy. And if I tried to go out further into the middle, all I got was a weed all out the line. So when you reeled it in, that was just a nightmare. So I called it, but we caught some fish, that's alright. A new spot, and we caught some more fish. Pretty good. Nice little spot to sit and have a session. Quite enjoyed it. We got there about 3:30, 4 o'clock, and I've packed up at 10:15. So give it a few hours, didn't we? Had a good go. Used up all the decent worms out in the bucket. The rest have just chucked back in. So time to do the trip home. So all I can say now is hi to all the new subscribers. We're getting quite a few every video, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Thanks very much for watching, and bye for now.